Is someone present? Hello?
And the new guy patched me up, put me on his shoulder, and blasted his way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
Every word he said was true.
A full 100.
See? Just like I said, boss.
I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory. But instead, just the two of you cleared out.
Sure.
You'd be insane not to sign him up, Des.
Welcome to the Railroad.
I'm not sure if I want to join.
If you join us,
Glad to be aboard.
it seems so you're in.
Uh-huh. Call me Fixer.
Fixer certainly seems an apt name. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington. But first, it's... The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets.
Heads up.
So
Ready.
be careful coming
Paladin Dance.
What do you want?
You can tell when you're being watched.
Your thoughts?
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team.
That was all?
Affirmative.
Sure.
You got what it takes to go far with us. I can tell.
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe, and we've taken precautions not to...
Ah, it's our newest agent.
So there's plenty...
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this. But that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about it, would have...
Uh-huh. Tell me what you need, Doc.
One of our field agents.
Uh-huh.
So headquarters...
Uh-huh.
Paranoid.
This is...
Sounds like an important mission.
It is. The dead drop, it's a common means of communication for us. So keep an eye out for them. The currents?
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
You sound rather convincing. Stockton is a prominent... Use the escape tunnel.
Feeling creative today?
I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you today.
One more hour until my shift ends.
Tex Beneke, folks.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Here's the latest news, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was, as far as I know, filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke, by the way. I'm totally kidding. Didn't really. If Brotherhood is listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me. Sheldon Ullman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout. But, I mean...
No way I'm cracking
If
this.
he cared so much, wouldn't he have been with her in the first place? I might be overthinking it.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Tinker, tinker, tinker. Strong form.
But even the hard days get easier than the one before.
Do I look like I want to chit-chat?
Huh?
Wrong want to smash something. Sometimes strong not. Understand human. This was weak leader. I'm glad to be rid of him. Someday, super mutants
Heads
kill
up.
every.
Go ahead. Let's see what you've got. We're taking too many rads. We need to move out.
wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. How'd you manage to get a decode?
Sure. The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy Sorry. They just have... You're not the only. I did the best I could. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack this... You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's all the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Hey, so, there's this bit of news that, might interest you. If not...
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build... Can you? I mean...
I got it covered.
Good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being.
Those guys were tough.
Now go on. Take these and get to work.
Protect and serve, right? And there's, well, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. Segue. Back to the music, I guess. Hey, how about some Bob Crosby?
Hail Knight.
Your rad levels are spiking. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute. To accomplish this, I've had our... The only logical... That's where we need...
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute using a device called a...
So it appears. I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the... Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I want to help the Brotherhood stop the Institute. It's the only way to ensure the safety of the Commonwealth.
Indeed. The technology the Institute has at their disposal is frightening, at best. They've already done immeasurable damage to the Commonwealth. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram.
plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Super mutants were human ones. How could science have gone so wrong?
Elder Maxon
Brain
said
is
you'd help
driving
me
me
build
crazy.
the signal interceptor.
Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch. So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What is your new mirror?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector.
Right.
It's going to take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Of course. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a map.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Knife.
Proctor Ingram?
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Uh-huh. Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
I wish I had your confidence. Oh, one last thing before... It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments, and I'd wish you good luck, Knight.
Whole lot of shaking. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was, Big Maybell.
World is bigger than Strong knew.
This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, it's me, Travis. Anyway, how's Bing Crosby, everyone? Yay.
Do you need any help with the signal interceptor?
This isn't going to do anything without power.
All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Proctor Ingram.
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
Life, that was Ella Fitzgerald determining that thought. So, there's a thing I heard about. I'm not really sure what to say.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part, well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up. Or disappear. There aren't really any details. If I were you, and I saw this thing, well, you better please. You know, I'd run the other way. This next one, it may be by the ink spots. I mean, it is by the ink spots. There's no question. But it's just called, maybe.
Check all your connections and make sure all
Elder.
the components are
Remarkable
wired
work,
together on
Knight.
a single grid.
The signal interceptor...
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is in it.
Uh-huh.
That being said, when we throw that switch,
Right.
God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute.
Nothing's going to stop me.
Eager to get inside.
Uh-huh.
Now, once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember everything. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear...
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, after some time, she developed differences we're fairly certain.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let...
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable...
Sure.
Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to... If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her. There's a special project we're working on.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon. We'd like her to continue where she left off. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're... Just keep your mind on the mission. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is... When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some... Despite all that, this has turned out to... At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could... It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you...
I know there's more you want to say. Go on.
Yes, I'm getting to that. I'm just not very good. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out.
I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting. It took some convincing. It took almost 3 weeks. Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to...
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught.
Sure.
Ever since Cutler. But I'd never considered any of them. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you. I don't want to go through that again.
It'll never come to that. I promise.
Even though I'm well aware that you... I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped... Whatever the case may be.
Look alive.
Got anything interesting for me today? That's wasteful. I suggest you pick it back up.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go.
Proctor.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal...
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform. You wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform.
You have your assignment, Soldier. Move out.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow,
Dr.
there's
Lee
a heck
is
of a lot of
asset.
interference and ghosting.
If any harm comes,
it's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well. Looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%. 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.